So I'm downtown right now and I actually had some car trouble. My car overheated, so I thought I'd just stop. I'm right by one of my favorite fish stores, which I don't work at, and I thought I'd drop in and do a quick tour. This shop, it's in this tiny little alley. You'd miss it if you didn't know it was here. The guys from Aquarium Co-op did a video here a while back, but I've been coming here for years. It's definitely one of my favorites. It's Ocean Aquarium here in downtown San Francisco. Right when you walk in, you can tell it's definitely a hobbyist-owned store. Every tank is planted, tons of guppies and great aquascapes. We got some rams and some tetras. And if you come in here, the store's run by my buddy Justin and Addie.
Oh, hi.
Hey, Justin. And so, I guess let's get this tour going. I got this cool iMac tank. So over here we got some nice discus just hanging out. Heavily planted tank. Got some little rasboras. I think these ones, the chili. There's the Phoenix chili and strawberry rasboras. They always have some of them. These ones are the less red ones, so I think they're strawberry actually. Got a little reticulated Hillstream loach there. Some rams. Look like electric blue. Some little endlers. Little dwarf rainbow fish. They usually have some clown killies in here, but I guess they sold out of them. Some mixed guppies and got some plecos. So I've got a nice collection of some interesting driftwoods, spiderwood, volcanic rocks, all kinds of catappa leaves, and got all these bettas. One of the interesting things he always does is have a really deep substrate to have a anoxic zone, or anaerobic bacteria lives in and feeds off the nitrates. So you don't have to do water changes, which here he's been doing no water changes for... Justin, how long has it been since you've done water changes?
It's more than 28 years.
Over 28 years, imagine that. Not having to do water changes for 28 years. I've done this in a few tanks at my house, though it does take up a lot of space, and you got to be very careful because you don't want to... You can't gravel vac or anything. You don't want to disturb it because you can release gases. And here's a nice Episto. You got some tetras, or these black, not emperor tetras. They're it's escaping my mind right now. Got some little plecos right down here. Also, this is the tank that I got. Oh, there's the nanofasciatus or Nanochromis splendens. Sorry, I'm getting jumbled. Yeah, Nanochromis splendens. Some of the really colorful, beautiful dwarf cichlid from the Congo, and I actually got a pair of them they're very rare and quite expensive. I'll say it was not a very cheap fish, but it was they're very awesome. I'm gonna do a video about my pair at home, trying to see if I can get them to breed. Yeah. All kinds of mixed guppies and antlers. Also got some more purebred little albino guppies. Over here we've got these really awesome angels. They're from the Amazon. They're not Altums, but they're another type of Amazonian angelfish that has these stripes. I can't remember the exact name. A little brain dead right now. Just been dealing with all this with my car, so it kind of caught me off guard. I wasn't even planning on coming here today, but I'm looking for some new angels. Hoping to get a nice male that I'm going to match up with a female that I've bred out a few times. So I thought I'd look at some of the angels while I'm here. I think that's a female though. Got a dry start of all these plants a while back. Let's see, a crack happened in the tank, and instead of throwing it out, he decided to use it for dry starting plants. Kind of a immersed setup. So many tanks. Makes my bedroom look regular. Some kind of, not exactly sure, this kind of cichlid. As you guys might know, I'm not too big on cichlids, especially larger cichlids. The cichlids I keep are all dwarf. That's a lot of Malaysian trumpet snails. Some shrimp. Looks like almost wild type Neocaridina. What else do we have here? Got some tetras, some neon, or no, those are cardinals. Got some nice cardinal tetras. A little Endler. This used to be full of crystal red shrimp. I guess he sold them all. He had them in here for quite a while breeding. A little bonsai tree. And I got some, is that Julie? Oh no, Stir-Bry-Fories. Some more plecos. A nice cave setup. Some tetras. Oh! So we got some black Moscow guppies in here. This is where I got some of my purple Moscows from. I'll show, I think they still have some. Got some goldfish, nice fancy goldfish. I walked past this one, I came in, I forgot to say, I got some Shelleys. Microfasciatus, I think, or micro... sorry, my mind is in another place right now. But yeah, got a bunch of little shell dwellers. These guys are always a ton of fun. Let's see, we got some Congo tetras here. More bettas. Rummy nose tetras. Looks like some jewel cichlids up there. Some more beautiful bettas. Got some nice cherry barbs over here. They used to have Amazon puffers in here. Let's see if we can find any left. There might still be one or two hidden in here. You can see they've got a massive amount of Pelia, or subwassertang. They just have loads of it. Got a little pleco hiding back there. Bushy nose. Well, I guess they sold the last of the puffers. I love these planted tanks, especially like the shop I work at. There's no planted tanks. Got some more goldfish. I just noticed these. Almost look like young farlowellas, maybe some kind of whiptail catfish. Um, yeah, yeah, I think it's a whiptail cat. Or another kind of farlowella. Just love these, the way these tanks are planted. It's got the little kind of afro of subwasser tang. Over here we got a nice betta sorority. And you got a little Synodontis petricola, I believe. And is that it's kind of big auto. Got plants purling in this tiny, tiny little planted tank. It's too small for fish, but still pretty cool. Over in this tank, you got a couple angels. There's a pair of koi in here, koi angels that last time I was here had bred. Had a bunch of little fry. I guess they pulled them out and are raising them somewhere else. Here's where, this is actually where I got my blue Rasbora axelrodi, or whatever they're called. These are some beautiful guppies. These guys are a little high end though. Pretty expensive, but very beautiful. Got a bunch of endlers, and just look at all of these planted tanks. And if you see all of these kind of Gatorade or Powerade bottles that are upside down, he just has one big tank of CO2 and fills them all up every day or two, and it slowly empties out and dissipates into the tank. So if you have a lot of tanks and don't want to hook up CO2 to all of them, I actually don't use any CO2 in my tanks, but also mine aren't quite this covered in plants. These tiger endlers, I actually sold them to here. It looks like people have bought all of them, but all but a couple. But I had brought these in and sold them to Justin probably 6 months to a year ago. And they had been breeding in here pretty well. Just look at some of these little planted tanks. Don't really... this one does have fish in it, just a couple tiny little endlers. But the beauty of the tank is definitely in the plants. A little bit of algae going on there, but all the plants otherwise look really healthy. You got these really old metal braced tanks. I love these things. So old school. As you can see, he definitely does love his guppies. Oops. Sorry. Getting distracted. Not even looking where I'm pointing the camera. So over here we got some celestial pearl danios and Moscow guppy. Got some more rasboras. These ones I think are the chili rasboras. So here we have some Hemigrammus corlelis. These guys are pretty neat. I think he just got them in because I didn't see them last time. But when they get a little older, the males turn like almost completely bright red. So they're pretty cool. They sell for quite a bit. He's got them for a pretty fair price. He only wants like 15 bucks for them. They sell more than 2 to 4 times that much online a lot. Once they get their color, and they'll look a lot better. Some diamond tetras, I believe. Look at that scape. It's pretty awesome. Got some dwarf hairgrass. Of course, lots of Pellia, some Kabamba. Just got a whole bunch of these little guppies in there. Definitely makes me consider getting some CO2 going. I've just never got around to it. Cichlids down here. Is that some Demonsini, or is that a... Yeah, I think that's Demonsini. Again, I don't really deal with cichlids that often. These are checkerboard cichlids, I believe. This is one of the few dwarf cichlids I'd consider also getting. I had one like a couple years ago that I had for quite a while, but I'd rather keep them in a nice number like this. Oh, looks like another kind of Farlowella. I think is that a tiger lily plant? Got some nice panda angels. These guys are kind of cool. Still pretty young. I love some of these scapes though, it just looks so natural. It's not like where everything has to be perfect, you just kind of let it grow and do its thing and kind of intermingle with other plants. But it also still looks really clean at the same time. I think, what are these, emperor tetras? Pretty sure these are, yeah, emperor tetras. Except because he doesn't label any of the fish, so you either gotta ask a lot of questions or know your stuff. Here's another immersed tank setup with dry starting the plants. And lots of duckweed. Over here we've got some super red cap angels, koi angels. And some beautiful discus. And another little angel in here, a little female. But I love these discus. There we go.
Oh, green and red is some of the only indicated.
Little baby tears plant. Some guppy fry and some green water. Some more bettas. Got some Singapore fan shrimp or bamboo shrimp. Pretty neat little guys. Got some red spotted Amazonian ultims. They're pretty neat looking, but not quite as nice as the regular Ultim Angels. Oh. In the back here, you can see you got some red or emerald eye dwarf rasboras. Not to be confused with the emerald eye rasboras. For some reason they have like almost the same name and look nothing alike. But these guys are pretty awesome. I've got some at the house that have been breeding. Everywhere you turn there's more fish. Here's some angels just hanging out in this tank back here. Little tanks in every corner. I think there's even, if I remember correctly, yep, in the bathroom. Let's see, got some little orange Neocaridina. Aren't many of them left in here. Looks like people bought most of them. But yeah, fish everywhere. Definitely a unique little spot. Kind of a hole in the wall where you can get really good quality, healthy fish. They take really good care of them. Make sure you don't get anything sick. So here's the pair of koi. that had been breeding before. Got a nice Bolivian ram hiding in there.
Duck.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
just
that's right.
kind of hiding in there. See if anybody's hungry. And one last thing, just got all the bettas in here. Some pretty colored ones. But I hope you guys liked a quick little tour of the shop. Definitely one of my favorites. You can tell it's run by a hobbyist. A lot of planted, beautiful tanks. So, hope you guys liked it. And I'll try and get some more of these tours of the local spots out to you guys. So if you liked it, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.